There was a time when cars had character, when the engine under the hood wasn't just a block of metal, it was the soul of the machine. They roared, they screamed, they howled. And in a world now dominated by EVs and artificial engine sounds, Jeremy Clarkson, a man who's driven nearly everything with four wheels, picked just three engines that he says are the greatest sounding of all time. Today, we're diving headfirst into Jeremy Clarkson's short list of engine porn. He's proclaimed his three favorite power plants, and they all sound like a squadron of banshees. Engine number one, Lexus LFA's 4.8-liter V10 is nothing short of a miracle. Born from Japan's obsession with perfection, this engine revs from idle to 9,000 RPM in under a second. That's so fast, Lexus had to replace the analog tachometer with a digital one because the needle couldn't keep up. Co-developed with Yamaha, the engine block is made of lightweight aluminum, magnesium, and titanium alloy. It produces 553 horsepower and weighs less than a traditional V6. But numbers don't explain its magic. The real brilliance is the sound. Tuned by Yamaha's musical instrument division, the LFA doesn't growl, it screams. Like an F1 car echoing through a canyon. Limited to just 500 units, it wasn't built to break sales records. It was built to make art. And Jeremy? He called it the best-sounding road car engine ever made. In short, the LFA's V10 is pure, unfiltered noise, the kind that makes your hair stand on end and gives you goosebumps even through ear protection. It's what happens when a Japanese luxury brand says, "Hold my tea," drops a V10 and cranks the volume to 11. Engine number two, Audi 4.2L NA V8. Next up, we head to Germany, the land of precision and autobahns. The Audi 4.2-liter naturally aspirated V8, found in the RS4 B7, is an engineering gem. Producing 414 horsepower and revving to 8,250 RPM, it was built when Audi still believed in high-revving engines paired with 6-speed manuals. This wasn't a luxury sedan engine. It was a motorsport engine wearing a family man's suit. The RS4's V8 also powered the first-gen R8, Audi's breakout supercar. Why? Because this engine was so perfectly balanced, so responsive, and so thrilling that it demanded a second life. And it sounds phenomenal. Deep, mechanical, and raw, like thunder being tuned through a saxophone. The RS4's quad-cam V8 is basically Audi's answer to how do we make front-heavy physics fun? And by favoring 60% rear bias, they almost nailed it. Clarkson praised it for its natural power delivery and its character. Not angry like AMG's V8s, not overboosted like turbo mills, just pure, naturally aspirated honesty. Engine number three, Alfa Romeo Busso V6. Finally, we arrive in Italy. The Alfa Romeo Busso V6 is not the most powerful engine on this list. It doesn't have a high redline or cutting-edge materials. What it does have is soul. Designed by Giuseppe Busso in the 1970s, this 2.5 to 3.2-liter V6 powered everything from the Alfa 75 to the 147 GTA. Its looks? Stunning. 6 polished intake runners, red valve covers, all tucked in an engine bay like a piece of art. But the real magic is the sound. It sings. This engine isn't about big numbers, it's about soul. Evo magazine once called it the most glorious-sounding V6 ever made. Clarkson loved it because it made even an old Alfa feel exotic. 3 engines, 3 very different philosophies. A screaming V10 built by perfectionists, a high-revving V8 engineered for autobahns and backroads, and a soulful V6 crafted by artists in Milan. What ties them together isn't just sound, it's passion. These engines weren't designed by committee. They weren't optimized for fuel economy or emissions. They were built to make you feel something. Jeremy Clarkson didn't just choose them because they're loud. He chose them because they stir the soul. So now, we ask you, which one speaks to you? Drop your favorite in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more engine stories, and turn on notifications, because we've got more automotive legends coming your way. Which engine would you choose? V10, V8, or V6? Drop your pick in the comments. Just be ready to defend it in true Top Gear fashion. And hey, if you enjoyed this tour of engine heaven, slam that subscribe button like you're winding out one of these monsters. We've got plenty more petrol-powered insanity coming up. Until next time, keep your foot down and your sense of humor up.